All right, Footy Fans, get ready for another episode of the NRL Live Chat 2.0 podcast. Here are your hosts, PJ and Renato.
Y'all ready for this?
Hey, yeah, we're on. G'day, Footy Fans, and welcome back to another awesome episode of the NRL Live Chat 2.0 podcast. We are here to bring you all the footy fan insights you never knew you needed, like this one. We won the preseason challenge. It's our year. Or when you lost all your preseason matches, it's only a trial for sake. Anyway, alongside me, of course, I got the man with all the knowledge and the opinions and the knack for breaking it all down. We got PJ. How's it going, mate?
Hey, how we doing? Ultimate professional.
Is this thing on? Yeah.
Check 1, 2, check 1, 2, check. Did you get the check? Check 1.
You're right.
Awesome last round of the pre-season. There were some interesting results. Into the details of that. The Broncos ended up winning the pre-season challenge, and we are just moments away. Moments away, ladies and gentlemen. We are Las Vegas. Yes.
Awesome. Can't wait. Oh, look out. Hang on. Something just come up on my screen there. Oh, hang on. My Google just come up on the screen. Hang on. I'll just try and get rid of that. Whoops. No, I wasn't looking for grand final tickets. No.
Don't forget to join the tipping comp. It's on the screen. Join the tipping comp. There's just a couple of days to go before the season kicks off. We want to show you that we can beat you. Beat us.
Yeah, bring it on. Let's go. Yeah, links in the comments there. So, yeah, click on that. Get into our footy tipping comp. It's all free, a bit of fun. And we'll put all the results up each week. Also, if you are catching us on YouTube or your favourite podcast app, don't forget to jump onto our Facebook group page, NRL Live Chat 2.0, and keep the convo going all week long. Anyway, let's get into it. Not that long. I think we've got a little bit of news, haven't we? I think. Let's have a look. Where do you want to start? Should we start with the obvious? It's been in the news all week, and everyone's probably sick of hearing about it. I already am. It's boys being boys. Leave them alone. But it was bound to happen. They're all gone to Vegas. They've probably partied on a little bit more than what they should have, and we've got a bit of an altercation between a couple of the Canberra players.
Okay. Apparently there was a dispute. I don't know what it was about. Maybe who was spooning who. I'm not sure. But storm in a teacup. Ricky's brushed it away. It happened 3 days ago. It's all good, guys. Don't worry about it. So we'll move on. But nice black eye there. For,
Yeah, it's good. A little bit of shiner there.
Wrestling for a room.
Wrestling
For the room.
I heard they ended up in Panthers' room as well. I wonder what happened there.
Yeah, well, apparently they were going to go tag team with Latrell Mitchell and Jack Whiten, but they're not over there, so they couldn't get into the Royal Rumble, so to speak.
Anyway, moving along. Don't think we need to talk about them anymore.
No, we definitely think that's been done to death. So,
have we got anything else? Is there anything else you want to talk about before we get into the results?
News-wise, I mean, there was a bit of news out yesterday that Spencer Leniu was looking to exit the Roosters. His manager's making claims, or someone's speculating something. He's been suspended for 2 weeks by the NRL. So the Roosters, who already have lost 6 of their key players, have now lost 7. More than half of the team is the story today.
Right.
So the Roosters are going to be quite thin for round 1, I would think.
They already are thin, aren't they?
They're pretty thin, yeah. So it's going to be interesting. A few judiciary results from the weekend. Lewis Dodd for the Rabbitohs got a 1 week early guilty plea. I'm not going to say they look better once he left the field, but maybe that happened. Max King got a $1,000 fine. Riley Waite got a $1,000 fine. And Kit Lalele from West Tigers also got a $1,000 fine. But amazingly, Breno, the Dolphins guy who kicks another guy in the head, I don't know if you have that ready right now, but the Dolphins, here it is, Jack Bostock, he's lifting that foot to make contact with the face. I'm sorry.
Do you know what it is, though?
Action, and then there is a secondary lifting action. No case to answer.
He's been watching too much Cobra Kai. He's watching the last season of that, I reckon. Yeah.
Or Cobra Kai. I don't know if he's watching the Karate Kid movies all over again, but how NRL does he not at least get a week for that? That is extremely dangerous.
It was blatant, yeah.
Blatantly dangerous. Yeah, and as it turns out, he's got some kind of knee injury from that tackle.
Yeah.
I reckon he's going to be named next weekend in the starting lineup. I reckon that was complete fudge.
Yeah,
for a bit of sympathy so he doesn't get
You heard it here
pinned.
first.
I don't know how he didn't get pinned. We'll find out next week if I'm right.
Yeah, what happened there? Anyway.
Yeah, shocker. Dead set shocker.
Do we want to take a look at the results from final week of the preseason?
Absolutely.
We're getting closer to round one. Hooray.
Days away, mate. Days away. I'll take the first three.
Okay.
Manly, Panthers. I thought for sure Manly win this game. They had a pretty good lineup.
I actually thought that too, yeah.
Yeah, pretty good lineup in there. Not anywhere near their strongest by any means, but Penrith are in Vegas.
Yes. This
They've
is
got
second string team. What the hell?
The Dubbo Division 2 team in fair dinkum, and they towered them up. My goodness, Panthers, they are deeper than the Mariana Trench. I tell you right now, I put that in the post last week. Deeper than Tommy and Pamela. I'm not joking. It is crazy how deep the depth of their club is. It's amazing.
Although I think they might have been playing the DY Lions for the Manly team. I don't think the Manly team was actually out there.
Yeah, well, I think at some point they realised they were going to get towed up by a reserve grade team, so it just took all their first graders off to make it look. Yeah, just make it look like, oh no, we were just practicing.
But then they started scoring points.
Yeah, it happens that way, doesn't it? And then the West Tigers out at Leichhardt. What a great night! Really good crowd too. 6,000-7,000, I think it was for a trial match, playing a pretty good Parramatta team. And Tigers still without a lot of their stars in the lineup. Played some really, really good football. But I tell you now, mate, I wrote down a name here, Breno.
Yep.
Isaiah Iongi.
Oh, okay.
Iongi.
I hope you pronounced that correctly.
I nearly hurt myself. Isaiah Iongi. I don't know why a parent would make their kid's name start with I when the surname's I, but anyway. Parramatta fullback. He was amazing. He was electric for the Eels. That's good. Created a lot of good opportunities. I'm excited. If he's going to be the starting fullback now Gutherson's gone to the Dragons, I'm really excited about what that kid's going to bring to the NRL.
Yeah, sounds pretty good. Yeah, I heard you banging on about him. I was like, who are you talking about? Cool. Yeah. Yep. No, good on him.
Brett Naden scored the first try for the Tigers. He got injured shortly after that. Very, very sad. It sounds like he's going to be out for quite a few months. But in the third game, my bunnies, God bless them, the Dragons scored 34 straight points. 34 straight points before we even got on the board, and somehow got it back to 34-26 before we realised, we could win, and then stopped trying.
And then, that was the end of it. Yeah.
That was the end of it. But, Dragons,
How good do they look, though? The Dragons look really strong. They totally dominated. Apart from that, they switched off that bit when Souths were scoring. Had a bit of a run, but, they look really strong.
They played all their key players, first graders I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Try and build up those combinations. Guthers has been out there, Cook's been out there, Lachlan Ilias has been out there. They've been really trying to build those combinations as best they can. They've played really well. They lost to Brisbane in the preseason challenge by a bee's dick. They were second, and they've been really impressive in this off season. I remember the days, Breno, the
Back
sad
when I was a little boy.
When I was a boy, no, it wasn't that long ago.
Oh, okay.
But when winning Charity Shield to a South Sydney fan was the season. Like we win that, and it's like,
That's
yep,
it.
we're done.
That's
Yep,
our grand
all right.
final. Yep.
Yeah, we'll come 12th or 14th or 16th, and we just religiously know that the Charity Shield was the pinnacle of the year. It hasn't been that way for well over a decade now because
the other 20 odd games are just the pre-season to the Charity Shield. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. So we can make grand final qualifiers now and then lose. But it was good to see the Dragons get a win the other day, but it was a little bit disappointing from the South fan. I think, was it 10 of the last 11?
For you. Yeah.
Yeah, 10 of the last 11. 34-0, Breno. It's nowhere near good enough.
What's this space? I think St. George they're going to be the most improved team this year.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've got them in my 8 for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
They're looking good. But, you got to last the whole season, and what Dragons have traditionally done.
It's only a trial.
Yep, what they've traditionally done in the past, round 7, round 8, they might be leading the comp or in the top 2 or 3. And then Origin rolls around and they kind of drop off and then they don't make the 8. So we'll see what happens.
They might happen after that. The world champions of the Challenge Cup, whatever it is. What's the sponsor again?
Witzer.
What the hell's a Witzer? We haven't figured it out.
Yeah, to the NRL, I don't know NRL if you watch our show, but I'm pretty sure you don't. But Witzer, we don't know what that is. If I go on the Witzer points table, you should have a link to the Witzer company's website so we can learn what Witzer means.
Witzer should be disappointed with that.
That's bad marketing. Yeah, Witzer should absolutely be disappointed by that.
Yeah, so there we go. I thought I'd just throw that up there. Yeah, Broncos win the World Championship of the NRL Preseason Challenge, and trending at the moment on Google is Brisbane Broncos grand final tickets. Well done, Broncos. Yeah, 30-14. Pretty good winning up against the Bulldogs. Bulldogs missing a few players though, I think, but Broncos were mostly at full capacity.
Yeah, good game. I think the Broncos were good. Like hats off to the Bulldogs. I'm sorry, I just need to say this, Breno. I know you're not a big Bulldogs fan, but that 90-year logo, I am just loving that. I'm getting full 80s vibes. Seeing that on the board again.
Yeah.
Go the Dogs. Go the Doggies. Yeah, I love that 90-year commemorative logo. That's very good. Witzer, by the way, is a renovations company.
Oh, there you go.
Project management.
I thought it was insurance or something. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah, could have been in. We wouldn't have a clue from the Witzer points table.
Click on the link here and you can go. No, we're not going to put the link to them.
Witzer, if you want to sponsor us, we
will put your link on there if you want to sponsor our podcast, and people can actually click on it. We're not going to do it till you show us the money.
Show me the money. What about the Dolphins, mate?
Yeah, what happened to them? They played at home, and Titans turned up compared to last week. Last week they were nowhere to be seen, and then this week they're going, yeah, we're going to play this week.
Yeah. We get a few teams like that, Dragons will put the stronger players in to build those combinations. Then you'll have the Titan likes where they put all the young guys in one week, and then they'll play a semi-first grade team the next week. So you do get those irregular results. But, I thought they had a good game. I checked out that one, and Dolphins, is round 1, Rabbitohs Dolphins. I'm hoping we can get a win. But I tell you now, Rabbitohs looked a lot better when Jamie Humphries went into 7. And I'm pretty sure he's going to be starting with Lewis Dodd being suspended round 1. So, Dolphins, look out.
Yeah, they could be on.
Could be on.
Could have a one-game winning streak.
All right, Breno.
Oh, look, seriously.
Time's come. Come on. Tell us about the Knights game.
It's only a trial. But, however, they played brilliant. They were great. They were much better than last week. Well, we had good key players back. Best was back. Ponga was back. Saifidi was back. We did have a couple of injuries, but before that, they got a couple of late scratchings in the team, like Frizzell hurt himself and someone else hurt themselves. But, yeah, pretty much we had our solid starting team was on there, and they turned up the first few minutes of the game. But that Sharp, he's going to be one to watch for the Knights.
Absolutely. Fletcher Sharp, amazing
Absolute
match.
gun.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, seriously, like Spencer Leno, second minute, sin bin. He's got 2 weeks out. The Roosters in absolute disarray. You know what is more porous, Breno, than the Roosters' defence?
I have no idea.
Do you know what is more porous than the Roosters' defence?
Not too sure. There wouldn't be much more, I don't think.
Yeah. SpongeBob bloody SquarePants. I tell
Oh,
you now.
yes.
That's what's
Look at
more
that.
porous
Look at
than the
that.
Roosters'
How good's
defence.
that?
There it is. 18-0, Breno. The Knights led before the Roosters even got on the board. And it was tragic even after that. It was so bad.
Is this their new mascot? Oh,
I think so. Yeah.
nice work.
That's SpongeBob laughing. That's the only way I can do it. I pull my throat.
SpongeBob SquarePants. Anyway.
Yeah, good. But yeah, the Knights. Yeah, wow, they looked good. You know, a lot of people are still picking them bottom 4. I think that's a bit hard.
I've noticed that Clarkies did it and Fox have done it. Everyone's put them in there. Oh, it's the bottom 5 teams. Why does everyone keep saying that? Like,
Yeah.
we've got a pretty strong team on paper. Yeah, okay. Last year they didn't really perform the way they should have, and we had a lot of injuries, and we had a lot of trying to pick the halves. There was like 8 or 9 different combinations, but I think they might have a bit of a clue of what their halves are now.
Yeah, well, Crossland seems to be really gelling in that position, and I think the Knights are going to, you know, if they can get some stability there, I think they're going to really benefit, right? Because chopping and changing never builds.
They can't do it this year, yeah, and they can't do it.
Yeah, yeah, and if anyone's bottom 5. If anyone's going to be bottom 5, Marty, now, the way they're playing, Rabbitohs and Roosters are definitely, sadly, down there. Not for the Roosters, very happy, but for the Rabbitohs, yeah, the Knights looking much better. But it's a long season, 1 week at a time, as they say.
That's right. We only got 27 weeks of it to come.
Yeah. So what happened in the final match, Brenner?
The final match, I don't know. What happened? Let's have a look. 36-24 Cowboys over the Storm. There's no way I would have picked that, especially after last week. Cowboys didn't turn up last week, just like the Titans didn't. This week, they had a bit of a go and beat the team that's probably going to win the comp, I think.
Yep. Yeah. So
teams they were still missing a lot of players, though, but yeah.
Yeah, teams like the Storm, for you know, contrast is they don't have to put any of their good guys in.
No.
You know, Dragons
They
have
know
to
they're
do
good.
a lot of new players.
That's right, yeah.
Storm is so stable, you know. Storm, I think they were 16th in the preseason challenge. Roosters was 17th. That is literally 2 and 3 from our points table last year.
Yeah.
So
they know their team, yeah.
Yeah, this is absolutely trial matches. This is checking out everybody
give the young
else.
fellas a go, yeah.
They'll come around round 1, and you know, Farlongo looks like he's going to start. I don't know if Pappenhausen is injured
I think
again.
he's injured, yeah. I think he's out for the first week at least, yeah.
Yeah, Farlongo is going to start for the Storm in 2 weeks' time, but Storm will be right up there to challenge for the title. Melbourne will absolutely be there again. Bellamy's last year, they said that 2 years ago, and last year, and apparently this year, but you know, who knows what will happen.
Yep, I'm going to put $5 on them, so I get a $5.80 back when they win the grand final. Yeah, talking about the ladder, there you go. So Roosters, there you go. You'll be happy with that. You like to see that, don't you? Right down the bottom. Storm just above them. Rabbitohs aren't far behind, though, unfortunately.
Okay, we're above them.
Above them, that's
Only just, but we're above them. 2 points.
Up the top, you got Broncos and Dragons. They had the same points, but Broncos just did that little fraction a bit better. Still haven't figured out how they got their point system. There's a bonus point or something if you get so many points.
Yeah, there's many bonus points. Yeah, you've got to score so many tries and not concede so many tries. And yeah, the Broncos win basically goal difference. That's all it was. They scored more points than the Dragons did.
They should have had a playoff with Broncos and Dragons. They should have like a 3-man sack race or something, run down the middle of the field, yeah.
Yep, first person to die loses. So, you know, Ben Hunt's back there. Just put a bomb on.
Yeah, he'll drop it for sure. And I think he did too. I think he dropped the ball as well. It's like, welcome back to the Broncos. You dropped the ball again.
Oh, funny.
But how exciting though! That's the end of the preseason. What does that mean?
Done and
It's
dusted. It
here.
must be round one.
It is Las Vegas time, baby.
Vegas.
On Sunday. It's not far away now.
I'm excited. Yeah, Raiders and Warriors will kick it off 11 a.m. Australian Eastern Daylight
Australian.
Time.
I just thought,
Australian.
just before we go in, I thought I'd just throw this little video up of this was actually taken last year, but it's still the same. How they wheel the field into the stadium, because obviously it's an enclosed stadium, so the grass can't actually grow because there's no sun that gets in there, so or limited amount. And so they just wheel it out, and then they look after it outside, and then when it's game time, wheel it back in.
Yep.
It's good to have a bit of money, isn't it? I can't see the Panthers stadium looking like this, their new stadium.
The new stadium looks like the old stadium.
It's pathetic, isn't it?
We're going to spend $100 million or whatever it is and end up with the same bloody thing we got now.
They've won 4 premierships, and they can't throw in a bit of money to get a decent ground.
Yeah, seriously. New South Wales government, do me a favour, okay? We don't need to change Homebush. Don't worry about what the Rabbitohs say. Leave Homebush alone, okay? Use that money to just build Bankwest Stadium at Penrith. Done.
There you go.
Done. You're welcome. You're welcome. We have Bankwest at Penrith Park. Bankwest at Penrith Park. Well, how good would that be for the whole region, first of all, as a major event hub, but also for the Panthers, 4 times champions, actually playing in a 35,000 seat stadium.
46, bro.
Instead of the exact stadium they already have with that same grandstand that's the same length and the same crappy roof where the rain blows in from the side. I mean, come on. Oh, come on.
God, he's back again. Oh, no.
Oh, come on.
So,
Anyway,
so I was going to throw in there, can you sort of paint the picture for us, PJ? Because you were actually there last year.
I was.
Paint the picture of the atmosphere and what it's like actually being at that stadium and actually watching our game in a different country. Yep.
Well, the exciting things for me, first of all, everybody was getting on.
Yeah, good.
And usually at an NRL game, you don't.
The Bulldog supporters weren't there. Oh, what?
You don't talk to rival fans usually. But it was a carnival atmosphere. I saw every single. I think I told you this story. I saw every single jersey at the game except the Cowboys. I wish I took photos of every person I saw as like a, hey, he's a Manly guy. Hey, he's a Brisbane guy.
Random South guy.
Didn't see a Cowboys guy, and then walking out of the gate at the end, and there's a Cowboys guy. And I ran over and I hugged him, and I went, "You're the only one I don't have. I've got the set.
I've got the full set.
I'm gonna catch them all." But yeah, we had a laugh and a talk, and yeah, it was a really nice guy, and I don't even know his name, but it was really cool, the atmosphere. Unfortunately, on the day, it was like a dust storm going on, so it was bedlam outside. We were going to walk to the stadium. We ended up taking a 45-minute Uber 2 blocks because the streets were just completely. Everyone had the same idea.
Yeah.
But the atmosphere inside, the feeling when you hear an American guy saying, "Here's the NRL," and you're like, "Oh, an American accent. That's strange." But there's just such a hype voice, you know. They hype it up. Yeah. It was a great experience. Really great experience.
Yeah, I tried my ass off to try and get over there and win tickets and that, but it didn't work this year. But I've heard little whispers, and Knights might be there next year.
Really?
They've sent Peter Parr over there to sort of start talking to people and going for the bid. So hopefully, I don't know if I'll be able to make it. I might need to win tickets again, but I don't know what's gonna. I'd like to go. It's definitely on the bucket list.
Yeah, well, wifey, being a Sharks fan as you, she was like, are we going to Vegas? And like, we went last year. We went last year for my team. It's not fair if I say no. So if you want to go, she was the one who actually chose not to go, and my bank balance appreciated.
Yeah, I was going to say that. Yeah,
it's not a cheap trip at all.
No, that's what I mean. I need to win tickets to get over there anyway.
Yeah.
Before we get into too many of the games, there's also something else we need to celebrate here at NRL Live Chat 2.0. just as the new season starts. It's somebody's birthday in a few days, isn't it?
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop
So a
it.
big happy birthday to the man himself. Or should we say, how many years is it? 50, is it? Or
Yeah, it's a 50th this year. So we'll be having a few beverages together,
that's
Breno
right.
and I.
Yeah, I'm heading down on Saturday. We're gonna have a few
We'll
bevos.
post up some pictures of my 50th birthday. I won't tell anyone where it is, it should be a good night.
Yeah. Yes. Happy Cake Day, man, and we'll
Thank you.
stay tuned, everyone, for a bit of a laugh.
There will be
My funny bits
shenanigans.
video might be a bit different next week.
There will be some shenanigans.
All right, let's have a quick look at this. We won't go too much into this. This is the A-League kicks all not A-League. Oh, wow. The
you say
Super
A-League?
League? Oh, mate, they may as well put the A-League on because I don't think anyone's going to want to watch this apart from
Ladies
people
and
in England.
The context of that is Breno is a Newcastle Jets fan, and they're winning a lot of games at the moment. So he's on the
3 in a
bandwagon.
row.
He's on the bandwagon.
3 in a row, we're back.
Go the A-League.
No, it is the Super League, sorry.
That's the word.
Wigan Warriors and Warrington Wolves kick it all off at some stupid time in the morning at 8:30. I still won't be out of bed. I'll be having a massive hangover too at that time, I'd reckon.
From my part.
From your party. Anyway, I don't know too much about the Super League. I don't know if you got much on that one.
Nope. Next.
Anyway, moving along.
I heard Sam Burgess was rejected to get on the plane. He might be the
I did hear that.
Wolves coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't let him on the plane. Apparently his head was too big or his bag was too big, too much carry-on. I don't know what it was. But
I thought it was a bit more sinister than that. I thought that they weren't going to let him into the country. But,
yeah, well,
I don't know. Who cares?
Yeah.
I like your
But,
version.
8:30 is that game. The Raiders and the Warriors are the 11 o'clock, and then the 1 o'clock, the Gillaroos in England, Breno.
Yeah, bring on the girls.
Girls
they've got
will
a
be
pretty
on.
solid team, even though they haven't had much game time. Obviously, they don't do the trials and that, but they've had
But the Gillaroos team
train-on squad. But
yeah, Gillaroos team's basically the Roosters team because they don't believe in a salary cap in the women's comp either. So it's going to be interesting to see the Roosters beat England. I'm just glad the Roosters are playing in green and gold because otherwise we wouldn't be able to tell them apart from England.
you wouldn't be able to go for them.
Yeah, exactly.
But then we roll into it, the NRL action that kicks off for round one. Oh, how long have we been waiting for this?
Round one,
140
game
something
one.
day. Round one, here we go. Got
Riley, sell me those helmets. Sell me those helmets. I'll buy them all.
They're bloody expensive.
Collect them all.
These little mini ones are like a stupid amount of money. But
How
anyway,
good
so
was that?
the Raiders up against the Warriors. Look out, here we go. Sunday at 11 a.m. Hopefully I'll be up and about watching this one down at my local club. We've got a watch party happening down there.
Beautiful.
Can't wait.
Beautiful.
Bring
Yeah,
on the football
Raiders. They've definitely had a hard preparation with some fights in the lifts. Haven't heard much from the Warriors in the pre-season, but it'll be interesting to see how this one comes out.
Yeah, I even had trouble finding graphics for them. All the other teams have had all these great photo shoots. I don't think the Warriors must have missed out on that photo shoot.
Yeah.
Managed
Yeah, well, they
to
came
make something.
third in the pre-season challenge with a win and a draw.
Yeah.
Had the draw against the Sharks, obviously, when the Sharks had a chance to win and just threw it in the bin. But yeah, it'll be a good game. I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah, it should be good. So who you tipping? Or is
I'm
it too
tipping-
early for that?
No, it's a little bit early for that, Breno. But I think I'm
we
definitely
should put
leaning
the players up there.
slightly towards the Raiders. You know, looking at that. You know, Tomoko, Sebastian Chris, Xavier Savage. You know, Fogarty was really good last year. Horsburgh and Tarpany, two really good forwards. Hudson Young, you know, he knows how to throw a punch in the lift. And Morgan Smithies blocking the scrum.
Yeah, he's going to lift the team.
He's going to lift the team, with his baseball bat. But Josh Papali'i in the bench, Marota up against Charles Clodstad and Tuivasa Sheck. Metcalf has got to start, Breno, in the
Seriously,
halfback spot.
I think the commentators are going to have an absolute. They're going to lose their shit and blow their loads and everything because there's four players in the Warriors team that have got hyphenated last names. They're going to be going. They're going to be throwing all these long ass names out. The sixth.
They'll struggle.
They'll play the ball for the sixth tackle, and they're still trying to call his name out.
Yep. Well, I believe 3 of those 4 players, their middle names actually hyphen. So there you go. But Wade Egan, look at that front row. Like, seriously, Horsburgh and Carpeny versus Fisher, Harris, and Barnett. I can't wait for that.
Their team is looking really solid this year. Their front row, yeah. I'm actually tipping the Warriors for this one. I think they might be a little bit stronger, but,
Yep. I'm leaning just towards the Raiders at this point, 1-12.
Going off our tips, though, from last year, I'm just being a bit more reserved at the first few weeks because you just got to see what happens. And
well, I can't remember who did win the tips last year, but
I don't know who.
Maybe we can flash it up here. It was me.
I think someone cheated, didn't they?
Yes, I did just pip Breno at the end. I had a good lead, but he comes storming home. But I did edge him out. But
I still didn't get an 8. I didn't get an 8.
What are you going to do, fans? Make sure you sign up for our tipping comp. Mm-hmm. We want to challenge you directly to see if you are better than us. So if you think you are,
links in the comments there.
Links in the comments. Free entry. If you win Champion of the Universe, I said last week you win $1 million of Zimbabwe dollars. It's not true. I worked out that's about $4,000 Australian. We won't be doing that.
I think you already signed that off, haven't you? Oh no.
Yeah, I've already disclaimed it. No money will.
Delete.
Delete.
That episode didn't happen.
Didn't even happen. It's already off the internet. So, yeah, $3,782, I believe it was, in Zimbabwe, in Australia. So, we won't be doing that. But join in the fun.
Yeah. The winner will get some bragging rights, and we'll get all your info up there, and we'll get your pictures up there and parade it around.
Exactly. This will be a crack. I can't wait for this.
Yeah.
11 a.m.
Absolute
I might be awake by then.
Hopefully I am.
After my birthday, so.
And then we head into this. So obviously the girls' game is after that, the test match, and then we go into 3:30. Oh, actually, I need to change that image.
Yeah.
3:30 p.m.
PM.
World Championships of the Rugby League, the Penrith Panthers, because Americans, it's world they're world champions of everything, the hockey and the gridiron, it's world champions. So, the world champions of the world of Rugby League is the Panthers taking on the Cronulla Sutherland Sharks at 3:30 p.m, not a.m.
Yeah, it is going to be.
This will be the biggest one.
Yeah, Panthers, a few players down, as you know, Taruva, Luai, Fisher Harris, all moving on to other clubs. They've got Blaze Talangi. He's an amazing player, but he won't be playing in this match. They've got Jack Cole at 5'8", up against the Sharks, Stone Street, really good young Shire boy. Met my daughter at the at Carmen's nightclub a few weeks ago. Good on you, Stone Street. Well done. You're a nice guy. But yeah, Mulatalo, he'll be a weapon. Nico Hines has some redemption moments that he needs to make. They won their first finals game. Yeah, won their first finals game last year together before they got bundled out the second week. But Britton Nakora just re-signed for another 3 years. McInnes, absolute weapon.
Oh,
He's
absolutely.
now captain in the side. And Daniel Atkinson, amazingly, they've let him go to St. George Bulldogs. I forget, but he'll be number 14. He's an absolute superstar. That kid, I can't believe the Sharks have let him go.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. They do have some good players there. They even got a hyphenated player too.
There's a couple there.
I think this game's gonna be a cracker. They're gonna. It's definitely the pick of the round. Obviously, the rest of the round continues the following week, and finishes up the following Sunday. So for those
Just these two
tippers,
matches.
just get your tips in, but you don't have to worry about next week because it's a long round.
So what are you feeling for this one, Brendan?
Yeah, right. I'm going to say Panthers, but I think it's going to be a really close one. Well, I hope it's going to be a close one. It's going to be a really tough match, I think.
Yeah, Aiden Fanua-Black's been amazing for the Sharks. I can't see any more than maybe 4 points in it. I think it can go either way.
Sure.
I'm tipping Panthers.
Yeah.
But it really will be so close, I think.
Well, let's hope it is, because it'd be good for the spectacle over in the US. Like all the Americans that are going there will say, "Oh, yeah, it's such a good game. It was really close," and it'll just make if it's a blowout, it'll be like, "Oh, this is boring." It's just like the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Well, how bad was that? But how good was that?
Yeah, it's good, but it's anyway.
Yeah,
I did notice it's really hard to look at the Panthers lineup there and go, "Oh, Jesus, missing players." Like, oh yeah, that's right. They're not playing with Panthers anymore. It just looks completely different, doesn't it?
It's astounding though. Like they've lost so many players. Look at their bench: Dane Laurie, Isaiah Papali'i, Matt Eisenhuth, and Lura Pato. Apart from Pato, the other three are pretty much first graders.
Yeah.
So there's depth.
They've got
There's so
depth,
much
yeah.
depth. Blaze Talangi was on the extended bench there. I thought he would have started 6, to be fair. The kid's a dead set talent. He showed that last year at Parramatta. They pinched him from the Eels right when the Eels didn't want to lose him, and then they put him on an extended bench. Don't really understand it.
So there you go. That's Vegas. We might leave the rest of the round for next week's episode.
We will. We will,
so
yeah.
No
We
point
will
talking
not
about them just yet. We'll
recap these 2 games and bring you the other 6. I don't know how many teams there are.
5.5.
6.
All right, everyone. So you may remember last year, a lot of you took all these on board and got upset when it didn't work out. But our favourite segment is back again for another year. Let's check it out. Got a new intro and everything like that.
New intro, I love it. I love that Rabbitohs jersey. I really didn't like it when I first saw it, but now I'm like, yeah, it's great. So PJ's tip of the week is back. We are going 3 tips this year to give you the big money wins. Despite the fact I'm actually going to tip 4 this week. So here you go, because there's only 2 matches. I need to add some value to it. So ready? Here we go, Breno.
Let's go.
Raiders, 1-12. Bing! Panthers, 1-12. Bing! And I'm going for Edwards to score. Bing! And Mulatalo to score. Bing!
There you go.
To win the money. So Raiders 1-12, Panthers 1-12, Edwards and Mulatalo to score. Gamble responsibly.
Please gamble responsibly.
Please gamble responsibly. Okay.
Yeah, you still got the glasses as well. I had to keep that on there for you.
I love the glasses. That's so good. Yeah. We've got another new segment too, Breno.
Oh yeah, what's that?
It's called What Do the Fans Think?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't know. What do they think?
Okay, what do the fans think? So we had a couple of questions online.
Channeling it. What are you thinking?
Yep. We had a couple of questions online. Peter from Parramatta
Oh, okay.
asked, how do you think Riles will go as head coach of Parramatta? So my answer, Peter, is he's going to have a hard time this year.
I never heard of it. I never heard of it. Who's that?
Yes, Jason Riles, the
okay.
Dragons legend. I believe he's got Ben Hornby by his side, Dragons legend. But, you know, they've lost pretty much everybody they wanted to keep.
Yeah.
The reality is it's going to be a difficult year for Parramatta this year.
Absolutely.
Jason Riles should survive, but what he has to build is that credibility in that brand again, and to get people to see that he's someone who's going to be able to take them forward. So then his recruitment mid-year will build them into 2026. Whether he can do that as a first-year coach, is completely in his hands. So my answer is, sorry, Peter, he will have a difficult year this year. We also got a message, Breno, from Sam Sutherland.
Hi, Sam.
He said, how do you think Aiden Fanua-Blake will change Cronulla's fortunes? So he's been amazing in the preseason. We know he's a great player. What he did at the Warriors last year, what he did at Manly before that. Is he the missing piece? I'm not sure. He's definitely a massive improvement for the forward pack.
Absolutely.
I think Toby Rudolph's going to play better with him. I think Cameron McInnes is going to play with him.
He's definitely going to bring a lot to that team,
Exactly. I think Britt Nakora is going to play better with him. So I think the Sharks forward pack this year will be one of the best, right up there with Melbourne. Probably Melbourne. Panthers have lost probably a couple, which means they're not going to be there. But I think the Sharks and Melbourne will be.
Sharks are top 4 again, I'd say.
Yeah, Sharks will be top 4 with Aiden Fanua-Blake for sure, and they'll be close to the best forward pack in the competition. Thanks, Sam, for the question.
That was actually a well put together question too. Yeah, well done.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, if you want to give us your questions, you got anything you want us to use our brains of football knowledge that just throw them in the comments or message us on our group page.
Yep.
And,
we'll be more than happy to answer your
question. We'll put it up next week.
Unless it's what is the lotto numbers? And the answer is we don't know that.
I can give you them, but they're not the winning ones. I can give you my lotto numbers. They don't bloody win.
They never win. 7, 12.
All right.
Oh, fun.
How was that?
Beautiful.
That was good.
Anything else, Brenno?
I think that's it. I think we've talking enough crap now, and everyone's got our insights for the weekend. Can't wait. Bring it on.
Beautiful. All right. Well, enjoy the weekend, everyone. Enjoy the first 2 games of season 2020. Can you believe we're in 2025?
There we go.
My goodness.
It's fine.
Enjoy 2025. Can the Panthers do a 5-peat? I can't believe I'm still saying that. I didn't think they'd get a 3-peat. But can they do a 5-peat? Can they beat the Sharks on the weekend? Can the Raiders get over the Warriors? I'm not sure, but we'll see you next week.
Well, join us next week and we'll have all the answers to those questions.
Except the lotto numbers.
Yeah, they don't have a lotto numbers. All right. Thanks, guys. Good night. Enjoy the footy.
Thanks for tuning in to another action-packed episode of the NRL Live Chat 2.0 podcast. We hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to check out all of the NRL Live Chat 2.0 action on our Facebook group page. Come and join the chat. Goodbye.